Ah. So today we're going to do a product review and installation for the Tesmanian Sunshade. Bought this way back when we first got our car. In fact, if you go back, I'll put a link to an earlier video. We bought this months before we got our car, along with a lot of other things. But I wanted to try this out. Haven't used it all summer. We've had some hot days this summer. We've been up to 120 degrees, almost 120, maybe 118 here in Reading. Had some hot days on the road trips we took on the videos you may have watched on our channel. And I've never used a sunshade, primarily because I haven't had the time to get it out, put it up, but also because I've heard they droop and I didn't want to have to deal with that. And I haven't felt a lot of heat radiating on my head. I have felt it when I've touched the roof, but not necessarily radiating. So let's get this thing installed. Let's get inside real quick and check and see what temperature we're looking at from the roof. We'll get it installed. I'll show you that installation. And then we'll take the temperature after I've installed, see what kind of temperature we're getting from the mesh that's going to be there instead of the glass. So let's get it installed and check it out. So I've gotten in the car. Now the car's been sitting in the driveway for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. It was in the garage. And as you can see, it is currently 102 degrees in Reading, and I had to turn the air off so that you hear me, and it is, I'm sweating. It's getting sweaty. So let's check the temperature of the roof. It's been sitting in the sun for, like I said, probably half an hour. As you can see, the sun is shining on the roof. It's not high noon, but it's, you know, it's pretty warm. Again, it's the peak heat of the day. And so let's check and see. I got this infrared reader on Amazon to check temperature. So it doesn't work on humans, but it should work on roofs. So let's check the temperature of the roof and see what we get. It's supposed to hold it about 14 inches away. Test it. It says 115. You probably can't read that. It's probably backwards, but it does say 115. Let me check it again. Well, that says 119. So I'm not sure if I'm holding it too close, but I think the closer you hold it, the surface area that it measures is smaller, which is fine. But let's see one more time. 116. I got 120 that time. So it's high teens, almost 120 right now. And to the touch, it is warm. I mean, when you touch it, it is hot. It is definitely warm. And we did that road trip to Idaho and Utah, and there were some hot days in there, 100 degrees. And it was hot if you touched it. But I'm 6'4", I'm pretty tall, like I said, and I don't ever really feel that heat coming down on my head. I mean, it might, but I just don't feel it. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like with the sunshade, how much it hangs down, because I am told it hangs down quite a bit, and what kind of temperature we get afterwards. So let's get to the install, show you how the install goes, and then after that we'll check some temperatures and see if it reduces the heat dramatically. Okay, let's see what we got in the package. I did it in the car because it is hot out there, and it's probably not the best to do it here, but I don't want to be hot. I got the air on nice and cool. So, okay, we got some things in here. Oops. Oh, that's not good. Got some magnets with some stickers on them. I think these are to help get rid of the droop. If you want, you can put the stickers on the roof and the magnets will hold up to get rid of the droop. I don't really want to stick anything to the glass, but let me check that out later. Okay, there's a reflective cover. This must go over the shade. The shade is a mesh. You can see that's a mesh. So this must be to go over it to give you added insulation and protection. Then we'll have just the mesh, and there should be some clips somewhere. And then we got clips. Looks like there's 8 of them, so 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. So, all right. Let's see if we can open this up in the car. Now I have noticed that the roof is actually narrower in the back than in the front, so it's wider in the front. And yeah, I think if I try to put this on backwards, I think it won't fit. But let's try without totally screwing the car. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Here, let me show you. As you can see, if you don't put it on right, there's a gap. So it is definitely narrower in the back. So let's turn this thing back around. Yeah, that fits much better. That fits perfect, actually. So let's get out the clips. From what I understand, these work better if you clip them on and then slide them in. That's what we'll do. And I do hear that they pop out real easy, so not to get frustrated that they may come out multiple times until you get it in. So I'll go around real quick and try to put these all on, and we'll see what we look like. All right, so it is up, and it does droop a little bit right here. I think that's what the magnets are for, to hold it up. But I'm 6'4", granted I have my seat down low, and it's not hitting my head. I guess for heat, it probably does the job. It's a pretty good seal around it, as you can see, but let's check the temperature. Now, granted, it's only been up for a minute or two, but let's see if we have any heat radiating through it like before. So I'm getting 97, 91, 98, 97, 94. So let's let it sit for a couple of minutes and we'll take another temperature reading. It's funny that my neighbor's gardener is doing the trimming of the hedges that haven't been done for a long time today, the day that I decided to film this video. It's been quiet for quite a while, but so in the installation, those clips, as you can see, they slide in pretty easy. You clip it on, I don't know if you can see that. You clip it on and then it slides in between the glass and the liner. And I did put 2 there, 2 in the side, 2 in the back, and 2 on this side. And I did have a problem with them popping off. I mean, when I put them in, the front 2 went in fine. I put this one in, it went in fine. Actually, my gap between my roof liner and the glass wasn't wide enough here, so I had to actually put it back a little further here. I could put it back further and slide it down, but I had a problem getting between the glass and the roof liner. But when I got that one in, I went to put the back one in, and this one popped out. And when I put the back ones in, and one went in, and the other one popped out. So it does take a couple of minutes to get it done, but it didn't take me more than, what, 3 or 4 minutes to get this all set up. And it is cooler. I mean, I don't feel the heat radiating. There is a gap between the roof and the sunshade, as you can see, because I have to push it up. Let's see what temperature we're getting. We've been sitting here for a couple of minutes, about as long as it sat between the time I pulled it out of the garage and whatnot. The sun is getting a little lower on the horizon, but let's see what kind of heat we're getting on the roof. 96, 94, 99 there. I think the closer I hold it, the higher it's getting. 99, so you can see 99 there. Yeah. So I'm saying it probably dropped the temperature that's radiating from the roof probably about 20 degrees. We're almost 119, 120, and now we're down definitely under 100. So it is doing something. Let's try putting on the other shade, the shade that goes over the shade, and see if that blocks even more. Although again, it's sun is getting a little lower on the horizon, so I would imagine it's going to make it heavier, but let's see what it looks like. Okay, so I got out of the car, and you can see, like I was mentioning, this is flat on the ground. You can see this side is higher than this side, so this is definitely the back of the car, the front of the car. And I would assume that this will match up as well. Yeah, looks like this is smaller than this end. And the way it looks like it works is you actually attach it, the straps are on the dark side. Looks like we're going to just strap this around the corners. Kind of just slips over. There we go. Pretty good fit. Looks like there might be a little gap here or there, but let's go throw this back up on the roof, obviously with the reflective side pointing up. And the cover comes off as I try to get in the car. Oh well. Okay, so I've had the reflective shade on for a while, and again, as you can see, it's kind of hard to see, but it definitely droops. Especially over here, you can see it drooping. Looks like the clip came out. So it droops, but again, I'm 6'4" and it's not hitting my head yet. It's closer, but I felt a lot more claustrophobic in other cars. Let's see what the temperature looks like with the reader. That's 87, 93, 91, 91. So when we had just the glass, we were looking at 119, almost 120. When I put the mesh on, it brought it down to about a little under 100. And now that I actually have put the reflective in, it's dropped it down maybe almost another 10 degrees, 7 to 10 degrees in different spaces. So definitely full protection would be the reflective thing on the back of the mesh and mounted. But again, I've driven around a lot this summer with the air conditioning in the car. I've had the cool breeze. I haven't felt the heat driving throughout our road trip. Michael was in the back the whole time. We didn't feel the heat back there, even on hot days. So I think that the UV coating on the roof really does do a good job reflecting the heat. But if you do feel like you're getting heat, you do feel hot, this is definitely an option to protect yourself. To give yourself a little bit more cooler. I'll probably try it here and there, but I love looking up and seeing the sky. So especially when you have the reflective thing on, you don't see anything but a black ceiling. It's like you have a ceiling in a car. It's like a regular car. So I'll probably take it off, try it again. Would I get it again? Yeah, I think I would get it, just so I would have that as an option when days were really hot. Or if I was going to go camping in the car and I wanted to have something blocking the roof, assuming I could block the rest of the windows. I think Evanex has sunshades you can put around the car, so I think that would be helpful. Or even maybe when I'm parking it somewhere over a long period of time in the heat. Again, it's got the UV protection, but that would keep additional heat from getting in the car. So I think it's a neat addition. Not very expensive. I'll put a link down below to how much this cost me. It's been a while since I bought it, so I don't remember. But something that I think I would get, but I don't know how much I'll use it. It's nice to have. I'll have to think about that some more. So this is a sunshade by Tesmanian. There's a bunch of different shades made by different companies. It has a good fit. It does fit really well in the car. I don't see any gaps at all. And the clips are a little bit of a pain, as you can see. But once it's up, it's pretty much up. So Hope you liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. We have more trip videos to come. Still at least 4 more videos from our trip to Idaho and Utah coming, especially some visits to some national parks and some other trips we're doing along the way. So join us for those trips, and we'll catch you on the next one.